This is the perfect sentence to open up with. If you went to Costco and you didn't get a glizzy, did you actually go to Costco, or at least a pizza?
Or at least, yeah, slice pizza.
I mean, just the hot dog deal is so great. $1.50, and you get a drink. You can get a water bottle now instead of a soda.
Bro, the ice cream too. The little fucking ice cream cups. Oh my god.
Because like, why? It's so Where are you getting a meal for like $3?
Nowhere. The garbage.
That's what I'm saying.
And even that, I think the homeless man that's the bouncer for it might charge you more than that.
But here we are, full squad back together again. And I mean, I would say NA was slightly less entertaining than EU, just because we didn't have somebody that did what Zen and Natao did. But nevertheless, we got some stuff to talk about. So hello and welcome back to the Boost Overball podcast. Listeners new and old, hello and welcome to the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Kyle K-Cube. In the top right, we have Red, and in the bottom, we have Quili. Red, how is the beef jerky?
Delicious.
Oh yeah. Quili, how was your not glizzy from Costco?
Well, I mean, I just ate me the same thing that he's eating. I inspired him to go grab some meat sticks, if you will. They are great. I didn't go to Costco today. I went to ShopRite today to go get my dinners. I get all my grocery shopping is at Costco except for dinners. ShopRite has this like insane meal deal thing. I'm hoping it's not specifically to the one I'm going to, because I know it's not at a lot of them. And if it is, then I'm high-key doxing where I live.
And on that note, on today's episode, we'll be discussing the conclusion of the 2v2 for RLCS. So what we think about the winners from OCE, from SSA, MENA, and NA. And then we'll talk about the matchups that we have heading into Worlds for 2v2, all before ending with our weekly Quili Question / movie update. But first and foremost, let's get right into this. Let's start with OCE.
Did I see?
What?
What? What was the movie club movie last week? Shit, why can't I remember? Opening letterbox. I'll get to it.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Answer, Michael.
Yeah. But the teams that have made the top 8 in OCE through the upper bracket are Gremlins, which is Caleb and Gus, St. George Illawarra, Fiber and Kaka. Thanks, Fiber. Make it easier to say team name, please. Packing Pros, which is Super Lucky and Baz. Killa Hype and Aura Compilation, Torsas and Fever. And through the lower bracket, we have BGNS, which is Creed and Prompt. I mean, I guess, bro, which was Quix and Sebi. Mach and Amphis, and KK, which is Keckles and Cadre. And moving through the upper bracket into the top 4, we have Gremlins and Killa Hype and Aura Squad make their way through. Wait, how did they? Oh no, never mind. Gremlins lose and go down to lowers. I apologize. And we have St. George Alawa and Packing Pros. Then from there, Gremlins are able to take down Killa Hype and Aura Squad 4-2, and St. George Alawa takes down Packing Pros 4-0, and Gremlins are able to take home the victory 4-2. Gremlins being Caleb and Gus. And I don't know about you guys, but I definitely, of the teams that we saw here, I don't know that I would have picked Caleb and Gus to come out as winners here from OCE.
Yeah, I mean,
I was gonna say I do feel like OCE was more of a toss-up, the most toss-up outside of maybe SSA. I think OCE was the biggest toss-up of a region. So there was to be a random set of people, it would be this one.
True.
What's interesting is it's not a lot of like team duos. Like there's like Torsas and Fever, but otherwise like I can't really see any notable like team duos. Which interesting that was the decision by Oceania for a lot of these teams, but
to my knowledge, Nerve but Better and Killa Hype and Aura were the only like full team. No, and ZS. They both play for Team Abyssal. but I mean, not really. Like
It was like
none of
it
the
was like
top
the
teams like stuck
it's like the
together.
one notable top team was Torsos Fever, but like even then they didn't even win it. So
And then it's like you have Fiber playing with
Kaka, which
Kaka.
at least that one's more like notable. Like you've heard of Kaka, but like
Why not
like
why not your teammate Gus? Why not Locky? Why not, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
a lot of these teams it was like very notable Oceania Pro bubble player, very notable Oceania Pro bubble player. It's just like okay, interesting decisions.
man. But it's unfortunate, and so for OCE, for SSA, for APAC, their 2v2 champion is just for monetary gain, as they will not be competing at Worlds in 2v2. That is only unfortunately four regions here, and that is it's MENA, SAM, NA, and EU. So in the future, I'd love to see it, be expanded maybe, but we do have an odd number of regions. But maybe if they expand into another region or they add an additional team, maybe that would work. I don't know.
Is there another region we could expand to? Antarctic? North Polic?
Asia mainland?
Will that divvy up APAC?
Yes.
Can we divvy up APAC?
No.
Well, I mean,
I don't know if APAC's got enough motion for that.
The best way to get another region would be to like split Europe in half. Do like Western Europe and Eastern Europe, but we've seen how that's gone in history before. That's not a great thing.
Yeah, maybe north south. Maybe try to mix it up.
North south.
I mean, I was gonna say like if you did like a Asia mainland, but like realistically, it's like Poland, Russia. I mean, geopolitics aside, for what that's worth, but like you also have India, you also have, China, if China ever is allowed to play regular Rocket League.
You know, we should just make North America, Canada, and Mexico, and then just have USA be its own.
Dude,
That's yeah.
I'm like thinking of the North American pros that are Canadian or Mexican, and there's not a lot.
Got reveal talk.
Zapatos.
Okay, so we got one team. No, that's not even a one team. That's I guess that's one team. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, they could
Squishy would come back for that.
You get one
So
region transfer.
We're just creating Oceania.
Panda.
We're bringing back JNaps. Get him out.
Yeah.
Out of retirement.
Isn't Drees?
That's a name I haven't heard in a hot minute.
Yeah.
I want to say he's American. I have no idea. Yeah, he's American.
You know what? I'm gonna ask it now because I don't do the Quili question, but that was gonna be my question. What's a Rocket League name that you haven't thought of since they like in years, like since they stopped playing, but you're like, oh, that dude. Like Drees was a good one. Like I haven't thought about Drees since he stopped playing until just that second. I was like, damn, I wonder what Drees is doing.
Oh God, I'm Lachino.
That's a phenomenal one.
Just obscure enough. Just obscure enough.
I'm still new to the game. I don't have any names. Ready for this one? Chicago.
Okay. All right. Come on, man. I'm trying to think of like some obscure like in a bubble pro that like did really good like one split and then just disappeared.
Over zero.
Overs that's not that obscure, but that's obscure enough.
The guy, I forget his name right now off the top of my head, but the dude who didn't play so Kronovi could sub in.
Oh God. I cannot think of the name.
Is it? Also, it's Gambit. It's Gambit.
Oh my no, Gambit.
No, over zero played instead of in. Whoa! What is this team? Where am I looking? Kronovi, Lachinio, over zero was the team. Sad Junior or Gambit was on the team during that point. Sad Junior was also like left, so Gambit could join. Gibbs
got one.
left, so Lachinio could. Yeah, okay.
I got a peak one. Illusion.
Yeah, Illusion's a good one.
The goddamn ceiling pinch of dreams.
You could do like a Karma.
Could do a karma. Could do a karma.
Um,
So I think the EU ones now. Like, I mean, you could kind of say this, but Scrub Killer, like
he posted a YouTube video.
he did. Oh my god. Okay. Also, is it just me? Is my camera crooked? Like I'm just like looking at the shelf in the background, and I feel like the shelf's not crooked
You're like
IRL.
this.
Maybe a tiny bit.
I think you're like this. You're going left to right down.
What about a Turin Turo?
A turn Turo? Wait, man. Why is this shit tilted?
No, you know what? Corrupted G. Let's go.
A corrupted. Yeah, that's a good shout.
Dude, I'm still salty about that. That was the every season of RLCS. Generally, I will pick a team that I want to root for, and that corrupted G team that brought in Drip A, which might be another good name from OCE. They just got absolutely curb stomped.
All right, you guys ready? Here's my poll
Classic
that I
Corrupted G.
definitely didn't look up, but I did see them play. Card from Fury.
Oh
That is a
yeah.
good one. That is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I definitely didn't look that up.
OG Fury days.
Yeah, but that was off topic. I had to ask that because we're not. I don't get to do the Quili question, but here we are. So moving over to SSA and Red, I'm gonna have to ask you the same question that Quili and I sat and talked about for about 5 minutes. But teams making the top 8 through the upper bracket, we have the Meatballs, which was Tekaz and Guns, Black and White, which is Zany and Chancla, sorry, Zancy Ballers, which is Snowy and To Die For, BTF Esports, which is Sweaty and Ravi. Through the lower bracket, we have Lewandowski and Modric, which is Devour and Zudo, White Monster, which is Lixie and Mercury, The Good Little Kittens, Karsa and Tweaks, and Carmine Clope, which is Yubo and Flaps. Moving into the top 4, we have Zancy Ballers taking down Black and White 4-1. We have the Meatballs taking down BTF Esports 4-2. And then in the grand finals, we have the Meatballs sweeping Zancy Ballers to take the win. Kind of the bigger takeaways we have from this is an all SSA team of Zancy Ballers, that being Snowy and To Die For, made a grand final, but Tekaz and Guns are ultimately able to take it in a sweep. So is Tekaz really that good, or is Guns that much better? So that's really kind of my thoughts. But the question, Red, that Quili and I were pondering for quite a while, if you're on the Liquipedia page for the 2v2 SSA, Death Cloud Esports, the team, has no one from Death Cloud Esports on it. They're on a different team. BTF Esports has none of the players from BTF Esports on their team. They're on a different team. The Meatballs has 2 players from Five Fears. Isn't called Five Fears. Bro Code is Marine Region. Is not called Marine Region. Yep. Yep.
Are we sure it's not a Liquipedia issue? Like, surely there's. What? That makes 0 sense to me.
I will say Liquipedia has been slacking. Like, they aren't as on top of things as they previously were back in the day. Back when it was a one-man army of just one dude just updating everything. But yeah, no, that whole thing seems all over the place over there. Who the heck knows? This seems like product placement. I'm gonna move this. No free promos,
dude. I am like
Sponsor us,
hyper
Edamame.
fixating on my shelf, and I feel like it's like crooked, and I don't know what's happening.
I feel like the right side of your camera looks a little bit lower.
But the issue is like I'm looking at the camera, and it's not meant to be tilted left or right. Like I can't tilt it.
Sounds like you're tilted.
But then I check the monitor it's on, and the monitor's straight.
Oh,
The
you got an
room- like,
iPhone?
The
You
room
got
is
an iPhone?
the room is tilted.
Take out the level on your phone.
I'm about to do this. I'm about to, like, y'all continue. Don't worry. Don't worry about me.
But yeah, man, I don't fully understand why the teams are what they are, but whatever. So
Okay, that's level. Hang on.
Check the
he's
camera.
checking the shelves.
Check the camera.
Okay.
Level.
Level.
Can you put it on top of the camera? Does it work?
I will try to. Hang on. Let me
It's gotta
move it.
Well, now you might be settling it. Now it's not gonna know.
Now it looks straight.
Oh, he broke it. Oh,
Okay, I put it back to where it was. It's wait, hang on. We're gonna do the series of this because it's balancing on the volume buttons. We're gonna take it out of the case.
Oh man, he's going super trying to be level here.
I'm just like I'm perplexed. What the reset itself?
What great content we have right now. So good. But
is it unlevel?
It is the camera.
Let's go.
It is the like. It's not even a degree on level, but it's slightly unlevel. I don't know how. That's a later issue.
But so getting back to SSA, what do you guys think? Do you think Tech Oz is really that much of a game changer in SSA, or do you think it's do you think it's just the duo of Guns and Tech Oz that are able to do what they did?
Just getting a vlog now from
Come on, me. I mean, I'll try to talk while also doing this, but I mean, does it really? I wouldn't think I was listening to Chalkcast, shout out Chalkcast, but
They dropped 4 games total.
Abjack brought up a good point of the fact that twos, it's a lot harder to beat like the mechanically skilled teams. Okay, now I just won't stay normally. That's awesome.
That's shout out Dr. John. That's a great episode name. The shelf leveling episode.
I was already cooking up ideas. The confusing SSA teams and the mystery of the unlevel shelf.
Yeah, I'll have to face this later. This is actually frustrating. I don't know why it's never been like this, but like genuinely, like you can see it. Like this looks crooked as hell right here.
It doesn't look very bad.
Later prom. He said later prom, and he has been nonstop trying to fix it.
It bugs me because I'm staring at it. But,
you're watching OCD at work.
What I was talking about was with twos, like especially like you need both teammates to be as mechanically skilled as possible, and especially with going from threes to twos, a team that most of the time would slam or consistently win. Part of that is because they don't not everyone on that team needs to be like individually the best, as we saw with Zen and Tao. You put two of the most mechanical players that gel well together, and wow, they become a very good twos team. And I think, especially in SSA, I can't imagine the twos scene is the biggest for SSA, but also, I think that of those three, for that squad, I don't know. It's like I've kind of like lost my train of thought on this, I think it makes a difference. I think it makes a difference.
I'm sure it does, and we can kind of see a little bit of that difference to some extent in our next region being MENA. Our teams that have made the top 8 through the upper bracket is the world champs, Nupo and Drawley. One Hit, which is Dr. Known and Ops. 511, which is TRK and Ghazi. Falcons, Rawas and Killers. Rafa Esports, which is Mason and I don't remember what T7LM is, whatever. No Mercy, which is AJF and Muhammad, NTNT, which is Truk and Nush, and Clean, which is Rez and M6R. And then moving into our top 4, we have Falcons sweeping one hit 4-0, and we have TRK and 511 taking out the world champs 4-2. And in the grand finals, we have a Game 7 thriller between Falcons and 511, in which Falcons are able to come out on top. Super close Game 7 final. That's the former Falcons roster, TRK and the Twins. That's a great showing from TRK and Ghazi, which also, if you're wondering why Ghazi and TRK teamed up, they are cousins. So throw a little bit of...
twins versus cousins?
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, that was... Oof told me that one. I was like, ooh, that's good to know. That makes sense why they teamed up. But they looked very formidable. They're both extremely mechanical. Red, back to your point, but just aren't able to beat Falcons. But also really funny to call yourself world champs and then not win. So, tough.
Just the cherry on top for Drawley at this point for this season.
Yeah. But
Charlie peaked so hard in that first land last season. Been a downward spiral ever since.
But I mean, we were in the Discord comparing Drawley to a particular food item. Quili, would you care to enlighten us?
A grape?
Yep.
He's the grape of defense. He has the defensive capabilities that of a grape. If you were to put a grape on the field, same result. Ain't changed.
So
Oh my
during the
God.
Paris watch party, Quili coined the term "cheese is a grape." Cheese has the defensive capabilities of a grape. When we were
Okay.
watching,
And to be fair, cheese and grapes are a great combination together.
that's what I was
How was
saying.
that?
But he's
Very,
like-
very coincidental.
He said good together, but they're not not the same thing. So
no, keep that motherfucker away from defense.
grapes don't play defense. So cheese was a grape, and NA is a grape region. But Drawley might also be a grape.
He's notably horrible at defense. He was, like I said, the problem that K-Corp had last year was the defensive liability. It was all on a town Vatira to be there for the rotations. It's been a little bit better this season. Obviously, Juicy not as good offensively, but Juicy is a beast in the net. He is saving a lot of shots that normally wouldn't be saved by other people, or he's just at the right place for right rotations. I think another one of the problems is that Juicy can get caught out of his rotation, but it is a significant improvement from Drawley's defensive abilities, which is nil. You'd usually expect a mechanical player. They know how to get to the ball faster than anyone. Drawley being one of the most mechanical, I just feel like his defensive capabilities are god-awful, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, K-Corp will continue to be the way they are until they sign Zen in the offseason after they don't win Worlds. So, here we go. But, Red, do you have any thoughts about MENA and about the teams that were able to make a grand final or to win the whole thing?
Yeah, I mean, very competitive. Like the grand finals was electric. I really wanted TRK and
Ghazi,
and Ghazi to win it, just because it'd be a new face guaranteed at Worlds for MENA. With Ghazi, and then TRK back on the old stomping grounds again. But of course, the Twins are going to come out and play incredibly well together. Like they low key cheating because they got the natural born chemistry, but but no, MENA looks great. But I get nothing just comparing to what we saw from Europe.
Yeah,
what is coming?
So
we're really banking on the on-stage performance holding them back. That is it.
So we will save that for the last segment here, because we still have one more region to go through, and that is NA. We'll talk about the matchups at the end here.
What time does NRG play?
So
what time does NRG play?
So
I'll say I've been glazing the hell out of Atomic, and there's a reason that of the 3 NRG members, he's the one that made it the furthest. Just saying.
The first killer.
No.
The first killer.
No. Atomic is the first killer, as Atao is the Zen.
Vice versa, man. His first killer carried. Team on his back.
Until Sunday.
Well, yeah. That is why they made it so far. Is because Atomic played with Friday, Saturday first kill.
But our teams that are we'll go through who made the top 8, and then we'll kind of go through what happened in groups because it is important, as we've mentioned just a few seconds ago. But making the top 8 through the upper bracket, we have Space Station Gaming, which was Reveal and Zach. We have LC, which is LJ and Chronic. Aw, which is Cheese and Talk. Not Really Good, which was Evo and Diaz. And then through the lower bracket, we have Tequeños, which was First Killer and Atomic. Brunyon, which was Kofor and Mech. Virtus Pro, which was Two Piece and Wavy. And Sup, which was Expert and Matter. So let's look at what sticks out to you about some of the matches from Group A, some of the teams that we did not get to see make an appearance. Tequeños falling to the lower bracket, Dignitas not really making it. What sticks out to you the most?
Dan mode
in Group A. In Group A.
Oh! Am I looking at the wrong? Oh, that's on me. On me. I mean, yeah, Dignitas. Unfortunately, as much as I've been a fan of 5-Up, I think his stock is plummeting harshly, and 2s is definitely not a mode that he should be playing, especially for the org. I think Bora Evo. I know, obviously, stealing from later, Evo is no longer a part of Dignitas. But I think Evo Bora would have been a much
Dignitas for so long.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been a much better duo, and I don't know why they went with 5-Up Bora. I don't know if it was their preference or what, but yeah, I think all around that was a horrible pick from them to be a little as nice as I possibly can be. But yeah, I mean, even along the way, SSG I think struggled. They went 2-3 with Sup. I didn't really watch the beginning stages. I tried to watch towards the end because this was during the I made my I don't know if it was a hot take, but the RLCS red zone, I don't think it works. It's not the same as NFL where you can see when someone's in the red zone. It's kind of Rocket League. You're kind of just hopping between games and hoping something happens. It doesn't work the same. And then when they put it in 4 boxes, it's way too small for me to know what's going on. I cannot see. That's 4 tiny, especially when I'm watching on my phone. How am I supposed to know what's going on at all? I'm watching on 4 small screens on 1 small screen. How is that supposed to work? So unless you're on a computer, you're beat. So if you're trying to watch at work, you're beat. So it was a little bit hard to keep track of all of these ones. Yeah, SSG takes care of work. I do think the Dignitas roster, like I said, Bora needed a different teammate. 5-Up, he's not mechanically sound. Does he have IQ? Maybe. Not that high enough to be a 2's teammate I mean, I don't know if the Bora stock is dropping because he hasn't looked that great either. I think his Miracle on Ice has dried up.
But they're bringing in Appjack, so
allegedly. That's not. It's still rumored.
True.
Still rumored. He's just front runner. The question is he gonna play from EU? I'd imagine they fly him in because it's only a weekend.
It's only one event, yeah. But I mean, I just don't know how anybody beats Foot in the LCQ. I feel like
they don't.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
They realistically don't.
Technically, Tequeños did lose to NRG. It is the team not really good. They went by the initials NRG.
I was like, wait. I
don't remember who was on that team, but they did go by the initials NRG.
That's Evo and Diaz.
Yeah, that team was insane.
Of all the teams to lose to, that is nothing to complain about. Evo Diaz as a duo is insane.
I would also like to mention that Diaz was playing from Brazil for this event.
He was on a 100+ ping.
Which he's done before, and I think he said himself it isn't that bad for him.
He did it for ones last season.
Yeah, so. Which I can't imagine doing that with ones, to be fair. Ones has got to be ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you can at least play off of someone in 2s. Ones, it's literally just you. That's it.
Okay, and then moving into Group B, and Quili, I did this for a reason. In Group B, Red, what sticks out to you about some of the results from Group B?
Daniel Tiltfest is all I can really say. I mean, you lose in 5 to Aw in. I mean, I think honestly that series you lost in game 4. That OT loss in game 4, take all the momentum from it. Which again, Ah is not a terrible team to lose to. Cheese and Talk, two very mechanically talented players. Cheese not so much as Talk, but Talk,
They
as we've
lost to
seen, has
Talk
been.
in a grape.
They were up 2 goals with 5 seconds
Yes,
left.
I was trying to avoid talking about that.
They were up 2 goals with 5 seconds left.
I was trying to avoid that. And after that game 5 loss, you kind of tell that all the wind went out of their sails. Getting swept by Virtus Pro in dominating fashion. I mean, 4-3, 6-4, and 3-0. Like, yikes! But this isn't the only biggest loser in this group. May I point out, Genji Mobile One Racing, Magic Bear, and Frosty. Oh my god. You lose 3-1 to LJ Chronic. Which LJ, okay, sure. Chronic.
He's
We're losing
good.
to Chronic. It's Chronic in twos. He's not that good.
I still think with the amount of hype Dan Mode had to win the whole thing, to get to win or to lose in
Well,
semis,
see,
they didn't even make it out of groups.
Call this the energy copium. They're just trying to get the expectations incredibly low for Worlds so that they go in and play like however they want.
So they can show up to the grand finals and lose to Monkey Moon again.
And lose to Monkey Moon in 6, yes.
500 cc's of copium directly into this man's veins.
But then also Genji loses. Okay, this loss was bad. You losing 5 to Brunyon.
That's Kofor and Mech.
Which Kofor, okay, sure. Like Magic Bear.
Mech is Mechie, man. He is.
Okay,
sick.
fair, yes. But like, oh man, Group B was such a weird group. The only orange group being Virtus Pro, and even then, I'll be honest, that Virtus Pro roster, like 2-piece in twos, yeah, I'm probably goated. Did pretty well. Wavy in twos, I don't know. Like, Wavy, I'm still like high, like inconsistent with Wavy, because Wavy, when I've seen him play in threes, looks insane. Wavy in twos just kind of seems out of his element.
Wavy in ones though.
Does he do ones?
Yes. He's
Yes.
one.
Oh.
He was a ones.
Oh, you know what? That makes sense. But yeah, no, Group B, absolute this is where you're, at this point, you're just like, I have no idea what's happening in NA for 2v2. We're just going to see what happens.
Yeah. I will say this circles back to, I think like a couple of weeks ago, I put in chat that like NRG's hours were disgustingly low. They said Sathi wasn't around, so like none of them were playing the game at all. And I said, that's a problem.
That's not a good thing.
I got
Maybe
some
it's taking
flack
your
for it.
coach
I got
to-
some like, no, they're NRG. They were like 30 hours past 2. Seiko alone was at 120 hours past 2.
Jesus.
Looking at the stats. So I thought that was a red flag in and of itself, that the NRG boys individually were each 30 past 2. Yeah, they were like, yeah, if Sathu's not here, we're just not going to take it seriously. So we're just not going to practice at all, which I think is beyond stupid. And the results show for themselves. They got complacent. They were up 2 with 5 seconds left, let in the weirdest pinch goal, and then with 2 seconds left, let an aerial happen. Daniel got air bumped and got scored on. It was just, it's a bad look all around. And then lost in game 5. They got pretty much beat down from there. It was a rough sight. And obviously, being Dan Mode was supposed to be our saving grace to take down Zitao. They didn't make it out of groups. I don't know where this leaves us as a region. Is SSG going to be fodder? Probably. But do I think their youthful ignorance and their fun activity, or their fun nature and also hatred towards Zen, may fuel them? Possibly not, because Zen's probably hates them double and is going to kill them.
That boy's better have got 30 on the heads.
So, also speaking of Daniel and the NRG boys, Fear has been has been keeping up with this pretty heavily. He said he tweeted on June 8th, breaking news in the Daniel Hopium watch. Daniel queues 23 games of ones and gets SSL on June 5th.
Oh, I did see his post.
They closed the.
And then he tweeted on July 16th, "It's official, comrades. Our watch has ended. Daniel has not signed up for RLCS 1v1.
That doesn't really surprise me. I'll be honest. He's never really been like one to. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy to enjoy ones.
No, but it would have been sick because he's Daniel.
What a
This poor kid.
just wants
I
to.
hear say kid. Like he's getting older. He's getting up there in RLCS years.
20? Is he 20 now?
I think he's 20 now. Or he's like 19 or 20. I think.
Not a kid anymore. We need you. You're our saving grace.
He's 19. He turns 20 on December 5th.
So he's getting Unk in RLCS. He is quickly entering Unk era.
Are we? The real question is the Quili prediction that Beast Mode's retiring at the end of the season? Are we one step closer to me being right all along?
I think the energy roster splits before Beast Mode retires.
I feel like it's all together or none of them.
Do not make me root for a first killer team.
Dude, no, the reason I say
they're test running it at FIFA 80, baby. They're test running.
The reason I say this is Beast Mode, even when he's having a quote unquote bad day, is still bringing in bread. And this is a guy that just built a house. So if anyone's gonna be in it for fucking money, it's gonna be that guy. Let's be real.
He just gotta get the rust out of his system before Worlds, and then we're golden.
Like he's gotta pay utilities. He's gotta pay reno. Like.
And I mean Rust the video game, not like Rust like.
Ooh. Oh God. But no, I don't see Beast Mode retiring yet. Of the three, okay. Now here's a better question: who retires first, Beast Mode or Atomic?
My prediction of the season's Beast Mode, so my guess is Beast Mode.
Because, I mean, Atomic's next in the pecking order for retirement when it comes to that roster.
If they win Worlds, do you think that changes the answer?
I think if they win Worlds,
again, if they go back to back,
I don't think
well, they might. I don't.
Or they go NRG, double our salaries, or we leave it.
No, I could see Atomic retiring if they go back to back, because they've already talked.
I don't want to see Beast Mode, Daniel, and First Killer. Dude, why,
bro? Like,
genuinely, then Dan Mode would just lose on Sunday.
No, I mean, First Killer would lose on Sunday. Dan Mode would try. But no, if they go back to back, I could see Atomic retiring because they've talked before about how it's hard for them to find something to push for, to like motivate them to play. And I think that's kind of again, they've kind of fallen into that lull of I think of what we're seeing right now, where they're trying to find motivation to play the game without Sathu telling them to play the game, and they can't. So either A, they find motivation somehow either by setting incredibly low expectations for the roster, which is entirely possible at this point with what the performance we've seen, or option B, they just call it. So but you know, rough 2v2 showing from Energy from most orgs actually for NA 2v2.
All orgs not named Space Station.
All orgs not named Space Station. And even then, all we have now determined is who is the sacrifice to EU.
So moving forward, making it into our top four, we have Awe, who is able to beat Takenos and First Killer on a Sunday, surprise, surprise, to no one at all. And Space Station is able to take down Not Really Good in Game 7. And moving into our grand finals, we have Space Station taking down Awe in 6 games. First Killer on Sunday disappears again. Nothing too crazy. Diaz played from Brazil. We talked about that. Space Station was looking mechy. They were looking good in EU in the NA event, but like you mentioned, it's different. So, like, what kind of takeaways did you guys have from the playoff bracket? And, you know, I'm gonna save my thoughts in NA versus EU until we've wrapped this up.
I mean, I was at work for most of it, so I was just watching for most of the lead up to the grand finals. But I mean, the series were all right all around. I don't think anything was too crazy. Obviously, only one Game 7 throughout top 4. But the other two were Game 6s. So they were relatively competitive. But I mean, even in grand finals, it didn't seem like SSG was losing the series. They went up 2 and then lost 2 and then just finished it out. It really didn't seem like there was any chance of them losing the series. They had it by the reins the whole way through, especially playing against a literal grape. So I mean, it wasn't too hard from there. But yeah, no, the SSG boys, they did look good. I do think they are a strong duo. Are they Zatao strong? I don't. No one's Zatao strong. But I do think they will put up at least somewhat of a fight going into the world stage.
Fair.
Is it going to be Captain America in the first Captain America movie where he's scrawny saying I can do this all day? That is to be determined. That may be the fight they put up.
Red, do you have any other thoughts before we talk about the matchups we got at Worlds?
Nothing here.
Okay. So headed into the World Championships, the 2v2 matchups that we will see, it's a 4-team bracket. We have Team Falcons, which is Rawas and Killers, playing the Backyardigans, which is Yan and Swift. And then we have No Miss, Just Fake, which is Atao and Zen, taking on SSG, which is Reveal and Zach again. So, I mean, I feel like this is going to be a pretty quick question. Can anyone beat Zen and Atao?
SSG.
I don't think so.
Not a prayer. Not a single chance.
Yeah.
Zen and Atao went 44-1 in the toughest region in RLCS.
I want to talk about this as well because I heard this stat and this was kind of insane. So the team that gave up the least amount of goals throughout the EU 2v2 event was Zen and Atao at 20.
Yep, I did the math the last time.
The team that made it to the grand finals only gave up 20 goals. The next best team was a team that didn't make it out of Swiss stage at 24. The team that went 24-1. So it's not even like they were just winning absolute shootouts. They were winning and making sure you didn't score either. Zach and Reveal are screwed. Royally screwed.
I also did the math. Zen and Atao from Swiss onward scored 62 goals. They had a
counterpoint
plus 42 goal differential in the
counterpoint. Dodgeball walkout.
They got smacked after that walkout.
This is true. They did not play very well after that walkout.
Also, none of them were born when that movie came out.
Also true.
It was still fun though.
It was still fun. Yep. You're very true.
We're winning on fun points, and that's all that matters.
Fun points.
So, I mean, and really, like, I don't think any of us think that Zen and Atao are going to lose. I think that they will win 2v2. Does NA just get swept?
Purely based off of the 44-1 record, it seems like it.
Yeah. Like, at best, your best result, in my opinion, as SSG versus Atao, is one game. One singular game that you win off of like a BS pinch or something, or like Atao like
strat.
barring out or something. You know,
They have to score a goal and just park the bus. I think that's the only.
We're pulling out the Arsenal strats.
Yeah, 2-minute park the bus.
Yeah, that doesn't work though because they have a Tau. We could just demo both of them.
I don't think the Twins have a 0% chance.
Twins versus a Tau, I don't think is 0. I don't think it's 30 though.
I give him a smooth 20.
It's like 20. I could give 20 to 25.
I think Rawas's and Kalir's defense and offensive abilities will take them a long way. I do think they have capabilities. We've never seen them in the twos aspect in RLCS on the lane stage. We've obviously seen them play against the MENA region, but MENA region is all over the place, so who knows who's best, who's good, who's not.
He said
I think the Falcons have a fighting chance.
Oof said they get one game.
FSG or
That's
Twins?
not good. When the MENA truther is saying they're only getting one game, it ain't good.
But the only thing I'd like to say about this is not a dig at Zach Reveal, Yan Swift, Rawas Killers.
No,
Zen and Atao are just that much better than everyone else. It's not that everyone else is bad. It's just they're incredible.
Yeah, like you got like Furia, SSG, the Twins, Zenitao. Like it is not a diss. It's just that's how invincible. Cue the card. Zenitao looked genuinely.
It's insane.
Honestly, the people who made or at RLCS who decided to make this should be sued for emotional distress.
We're about to see child abuse on stage.
Why couldn't we have done hemispheres? Why couldn't it have been EU MENA and then NA Sam?
Okay.
What the hell are we gonna do against them?
Yeah.
Oh,
At least it would be in the grand finals.
Oh, you mean like NA plays Sam?
It'd be the grand finals against the team that's gonna win. Congrats.
I thought you were saying
they knew what they were doing. They knew that the 2v2 scene was gonna be best from MENA and EU. They knew.
Hey, the $5,000 for making second place is kind of nice. Just saying.
That's it.
500. Yeah.
No.
You get 5K for second.
40. Sorry, I meant it's
It's
100. It's 100K for first, 50K for second, and then 10,000 for third and fourth.
Yo, 100K for winning twos is kind of nuts. That's 50K.
50 bands.
How
evenly?
It's 50,000 for ones too.
Yeah, it's also 100,000 if you get a striker award. God damn,
Dude,
RLCS is just throwing money at these guys.
I also do not understand why people are bitching about that.
What do you mean?
I don't either. Like, why would they complain about that?
People are like,
about it?
People are like, they made way too much money. Why did one player get, as much as Carmine Core, who won the whole thing? I'm like,
bro,
this was
a fucking thing.
Yeah, this was a proof of concept.
Yeah. It's like they told you all how this was going to be divvied. It's your fault for giving that much money. Like, hello?
No, like I think that like it's not your fault it's not everyone's fault for giving them that much money. They're like, this was a proof of concept. It worked. They raised more money than the entire prize pool for the Paris Major, for the biggest RLCS LAN event ever.
Dude, I can't get over that. That's literally Chronic just woke up 100K richer.
What a day! What a day!
So
like, yeah, we're wiring you $93,000 pre-tax.
You farmed enough stats in the group stage to get 93 bands. Congrats.
But like, I mean, realistically, cap it at 15K, cap it at 20K, whatever you want to do, and then put the rest in the prize pool for each one.
I'd say 20. I'd say like for like majors, you could do like cap it at like 20.
That's what I'm saying.
Worlds, you should cap it like 50.
Yeah, perfect. But then it still gives people incentive to buy the decal, because I bought the decal because I wanted to support the players, right? I wanted the prize pool to get bigger. This is a proof of concept, and it worked wonderfully.
Like, we think it's going to pull more numbers after this, though.
Yes.
I do feel like the France buff maybe convinced some Frenchies to buy it.
I think they'll still buy it because
I think that it won't be as much as the France major, but I still think it'll be a lot.
I don't see any reason that if it's not like, because I liked the decal that it was like, it didn't have like, it didn't say Paris Major or anything on it. I liked that it was like just a cool decal. But, I think that if they do it again and they say, you know what, we're going to cap the individual player awards at 50K and we're going to, the rest of the money's going to go to the prize pool, I think people will still do it because they want the prize pool to be bigger. I think that's a phenomenal idea. So, sorry, that came up because we were talking about the prizing. I had to mention that in there. But
I still think it's awesome they got that much. But like,
I think so too.
Holy shit! Waking up and going, yeah, we're wiring you 100K.
It's like,
just
by the way,
Oli
just got
Chronic
a 6-figure salary.
Yeah, Oli Chronic and who was the third? Jorius?
Yeah.
Ball knowledge.
Look at that. But yeah, I mean, but realistically, it's Zatao, and then 2 Grand Canyons, and then everyone else in twos. But
pretty much.
Is there anything else that you guys wanted to mention about twos, about the matchups, about anything before we do our Quili question and our
forget the trumpets?
Yeah.
The funeral trumpets. Burr, 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 for everyone that has to play against the Tau.
Taps. Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, SSJ. Rest in peace, Falcons.
But
You would have loved to see Spider-Man.
Quilly, you got your movie club and question ready.
I have recalled my movies. I have seen 3 movies this week though. I did circle back to the theater. One of them was at home. 2 of them were at the theater. I saw Disclosure Day. It was an alright movie. I would not say it deserves like praises of like, wow, this is amazing. It was just like unique. Yeah, it was like more of like it's like one of those thriller movies, not like in a horror thriller way, more of like a heist thriller way, with aliens and whatnot. If you haven't seen it, it's got aliens in it. It's rather interesting. Emily Blunt's great in it. I gave it 3.5 stars. I spun the block back to the movie theater. I saw Michael. Girlfriend really wanted to see Michael. I didn't see it when it came out, and it's still in theaters because by God is it printing money. That movie came out, I think, early May maybe. I don't. When did it come out? It's not telling me. When did Michael come out? Google. When did Michael release? April. It came out in late April. It is still in theaters, and my theater was almost packed. That is an insane run. That movie, it was a fun movie. It was don't go expecting obviously a cinematic classic. It's a biopic, but this one's a little bit more accurate than like ones like Queen. Um, but it was more just like a story of like him and his father more than anything. And you get to go through all the music videos and have a little bit of fun, get a little bit of Michael's personality in it. Obviously, didn't touch on everything. Janet Jackson wasn't even mentioned in it, not even mentioned in this movie. And then I also saw Hoppers. Hoppers is criminally overrated.
Wow.
Was it fun?
Okay.
Did you see it? Did you
No,
enjoy it?
I have not seen
Okay.
it, but I have heard. I have heard.
I thought it was criminally overrated. I've seen people say this is like one of the best Pixar movies. Anyone says that, it's on crack. It was all right. It was fun. I like Dave Franco. Dave Franco was funny, and his character was great. He's playing a little worm. It was the funniest thing in the world. Or caterpillar. It was great. He was funny. Outside of that, it was all right. It was interesting. It was a kids movie.
I mean, I feel
There's
like
other better ones.
I feel like it's a Pixar movie. It can't be terrible, but it's not going to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, it's definitely not like one of those Pixar movies where it's like there's a life-changing message in it. It's just like, hey, don't kill the environment. Okay. Wasn't planning on it.
Sick.
I'm not doing that. It's not
Sick.
me. I'm not changing my ways. I'm not killing the environment. But yeah, I think a little bit overrated in my opinion. I think I gave that 2 stars. I gave Michael 3 stars because Michael, not a good movie, but definitely a fun time because you get to just jam out to some Michael Jackson songs. And he's got unlimited bangers. But the Quili question of the day. Do I have one? No, but I'm going to come up with one in 0.2 seconds.
Aqua.
What is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Did I ask this one?
No.
I don't think I've asked this one yet. Anyone says mint chocolate chip, I will demand you are kicked off this show forever.
Cookies and cream.
Don't worry. See, for ice cream, I'm a big milkshake guy.
Me
I
too.
love me a milkshake. I will take a milkshake over ice cream in a cone any day of the week.
Me too. Except I'm not allowed to have milkshakes anymore.
Because of that. The actual good flavor. Because like
Don't say Shamrock Shake. Don't say Shamrock Shake.
No.
That's
I'm
pretty
a
much
pretty
mint
basic.
chocolate chip. That's pretty much
I'm a pretty basic guy when it comes to that. But the actual flavor that I think is probably my favorite for milkshake form. Cake batter.
Oh.
The cake batter shakes
from
from Cold Stone Creamery. Oh my god!
Talk about sweet tooth, man. That is straight sugar to the dome.
I was born with the sweet tooth. I love everything and anything sweet.
I will say, I think if you like drink a cake batter milkshake right before you play an RLCS game, I think you'll be wired. You may crash halfway through the series,
be
but you will be
vibrating.
wired. Yeah. At least like 3/4 of it, you're just gonna be, I can see the future, and then just out of nowhere, the sugar
Game
crash
7,
happens.
Game 7 OT. Just
All of
Yeah.
a sudden, just Monkey Moon pre-twisted, just all the way back.
My pick is Cookie Dough or Rocky Road.
Okay.
Huge fan of those. Huge fan of those.
I mean, if I was picking something like, because I have like special ice cream that I eat because lactose things. I'd fuck up a sorbet though. Just saying, like a strawberry or raspberry. Hell yeah.
All right, I have a more in-depth question now.
Okay.
If you were to be stuck on an island with one professional player, one professional athlete, not RLCS exclusive, one professional athlete, but you can pick RLCS. Who would you pick?
Professional athlete.
Go to the depths of the earth if you want.
Ooh.
Pull out this professional table tennis player from Japan. My pick is going to be Jameis Winston.
That's a phenomenal pick.
That is a great pick.
Not for survivability, obviously, but purely for
The
good vibes and great hype speeches. He's gonna hype me up to run through a wall, and that wall is actually just the edge of the ocean. I'm just gonna keep running. I'm gonna run along the water to safety because he's gonna motivate me.
I was gonna say like Michael Phelps because like
oh my god, Kyle, no shot you're gonna say, dude. I'm not even joking. I was going to say the same thing, bro. I'm not even joking. I was gonna say Michael Phelps for the exact same reason. I was like, good swimmer, in shape, tall, perfect.
I'd be scared he'd kill me.
I also looked up.
Have you seen that man before? Have you seen that man before a game, dude? He's terrifying. Or before
yeah.
I was also
bro. No, I'm about to take Michael Phelps and who's the guy from the SpongeBob movie that they write? David Hasselhoff. I'm about to David Hasselhoff to safety.
I was gonna say, and I had to Google it because I did not remember his name, but Kim Woo-jin, who's the reigning gold medalist for archery in the Olympics.
Oh,
like for hunting purposes.
I mean, does he come with the bow though?
That was why I didn't pick him ultimately.
I was like, is he a good archer without the the crazy compound bow?
Yeah, I don't know. Or hear me out, the Turkish dude with the pistols who's just like
the chill dad, the chill 45-year-old Turkish dad. Yeah,
did he get third place just straight up free balling it?
Yes.
Yeah, all these guys with the crazy eyeglasses and everything, and he's just out there. Yeah, it looks right.
What a time. Quilly, what about you? Oh, you said Jameis Winston. That's on me. Yeah.
Give me J.
Quilly going out in style.
Yes, sir. I feel like if I had to kill him and eat him, he would apologize to me. Because he's just that nice of a dude, you know? And he'd probably tell me some biblical line or something. And
some biblical line about eating. And just call it a day.
Usain Bolt is a crazy answer. Oof. Which athlete would you want to be stranded on a deserted island with?
If you picked Usain Bolt, this is going back to if you had to kill them and eat them, there's no way you're catching up to Usain Bolt.
It's an island. He can only run in so many circles.
I might switch my answer. Seth Jarvis. He is an NHL player. If you go and look up some of his interviews, the man is a toddler. It's amazing. It's so funny.
That was what's the other dude? Oh crap!
His interviews are so entertaining. Reg, you have to watch some of them.
I have to.
He sprints off the ice after warm-ups,
full sprint. Oh, okay, no, I have seen those. I have seen those.
And he's like, and they asked him, like, you've been doing that. He's like, I'm getting better. I've run into some trainers, some walls. The walls aren't very fun. The trainers don't like it, but I'm getting better at it. Oh my God, dude.
Now
he also just won a Stanley Cup, so hell yeah.
Picking for vibes, baby.
Yeah, all vibes, all the time. He also has a jet ski, very notably. He's talked about it in most of his interviews.
Does he come? All right, so they bring one thing. Archery guy brings his bow. Seth brings his jet ski. Michael Phelps
goggles.
Brings that dog in him and goggles.
That dog in him. Yeah. But that was a good question. Anything else that you guys want to mention before we wrap up for today?
I'm all good.
All good here.
Okay. Well, with that, that's a wrap for today. Huge shout out to Alyssa B and all of our other Patreon subscribers for keeping the lights on. For those watching live on Twitch or listening later, don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, share a friend. Help us out. Help us level up. Want to join our community? Jump into our Discord and follow us on social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok, LinkedIn. If you want to rep the show, grab some gear from our merch store. All of these links and more can be found on our website at boostoverball.com. Thank you so much for listening. And as always, what up?
Movie of the week.
Oh, yeah. Yep. You're right. You're right.
Toy Story 5.
Okay. Okay.
Forgot to mention that.
And we will save the comments for the next episode, for the next movie time. I'll write a note to remember that. But thank you so much for listening. And as always, remember to choose boost over ball. See ya.